Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Dunn, here to demonstrate a problem on the allowance for sales returns. Take a look at the problem. Pause the video for as long as you need to read it. Okay, so we're asked to determine the ending balance in the allowance for sales returns account. So we're going to start by drawing a T account for the allowance for sales returns. And they tell us that we started out with a credit balance of $47,000. They also tell us that our customers this year actually returned $210,000 worth of merchandise. That's the price they paid for it. They don't give us the cost values. If they did, we could make that adjustment as well, but we're focusing on the revenue side of things for this example. And so we have $210,000. When they return those, the entry that we would make, given that we use the allowance for sales returns method, is we would debit the allowance for the $210,000, and we would credit accounts receivable because we would be giving the customers credit for those returns. So instead of debiting sales returns, the account that you would expect to debit if you didn't use the allowance method, you debit the allowance for sales returns. And so in that case, we would be debiting this account. And the other piece of information that they give us in this problem is that the estimate that we're making is that 5% of our sales are expected to be returned. And so we had, in this case, $4 million in sales, and 5% of $4 million is $200,000. And the adjustment that we would make to record that allowance is we would debit sales returns. That's the amount that we want to subtract from the sales. That's a contra revenue account. So we would debit that for the $200,000, and we would credit the allowance for sales returns for $200,000. Because we're crediting that, when we go to post it to our account, it's going to be posted on the right side. And that means if we started with a balance of $47,000, and we subtracted $210,000 and then added $200,000 back, that would mean that we ended with a credit balance of $37,000. So that's the answer to the question, and that concludes our demonstration. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.